I'd like to put the awning out a little bit too.
Hello and welcome to the COVID Chronicles on the Street videos. Today we're dropping in on David Stewart of Swish Salon in Marda Loop. And good morning, David.
Hey Denise, how are you?
I'm well, and you?
I'm good.
Good, and you're looking very swish this morning.
Thank you. Well, I even have my on-point mask.
Okay, wonderful. And you're color coordinated and
Yeah. Always got to dress to a theme, Denise.
Yeah.
Always got to dress to a theme.
yeah, looking very good. And what a gorgeous little salon you've got here.
Thank you.
How long have you been in this location?
We opened here 6 years ago in June.
Okay.
We just had our 6th birthday.
Okay, great.
We're over the toddler stage.
Yeah, and wonderful. And it's a historic house, isn't it?
It is. This house was built in 1910, and it was one of the CPR houses. So there's 6 houses here that match. And a really fun story is our first year that we were open, we had, I was at reception, and there was an older couple come walking up the stairs with clearly their daughters, who were probably about my age. They walked in, introduced themselves, said, "This is my father, Douglas Picken. Today's his 94th birthday, and he was born in the bedroom upstairs."
Oh, what a great...
Isn't that a great story?
Yeah.
So it actually turns out, 2 years later, they were by again. He actually was born in the house beside us, but he thought it doesn't matter, right? It was a great story, and let me tell you, this guy's 94 years old, and he still had a really good handshake, which of course we can't do anymore.
Yeah.
But at that time you could, and so I just let him walk anywhere he wanted in the place, take as many photos as he wanted. Now it turns out it wasn't the right place.
Yeah.
But he talked and told so many stories about the neighborhood and how because there's the Indian reserves over there, and the Indians used to come up over the hill from downtown, go right by the backyard, and they would stop and water their horses and stuff. And yeah, it's a really neat story.
Yeah, totally different time.
Yeah.
And
So
it's a great little street here.
I'd like to get some family photos.
Yeah.
And put them up because really, clearly, no one really needs hair photos anymore. Everyone pulls out their phone, they go to Pinterest, they go to this, they pull out their favorite Instagram, whatever. So we don't need to have up hair work. I'd rather have up stuff that chronicles the history of the house. The house is 110 years old.
Oh, exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
which is fun to do. I mean, there's very few of these little houses left, and I think it's really important to keep a little bit of, Calgary history.
Oh, absolutely. Well, take me on a tour.
So what I'm going to do is, why don't you come in through our real door, and then I can give you the tour right from there.
Oh, okay. And this is the door that you're asking people to use for.
This is our door all the time. This is our entrance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we can start the tour.
Stairs, yeah.
So I'll start properly from down here. So this is what you see when you...
As you walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you come in, and then this little back piece of the house, when we bought the house, it was attached. So this gave us about another 250 square feet to work with. Okay. Right? So this would have been the back door to the house originally.
Right.
And then they had added this little bit on. So for us, it worked really well because it did. And when we first opened, we actually had a manicure pedicure area in here. And you know what? We're a hair salon.
Right.
Let's do hair.
Yeah.
Right? We're not an aesthetics salon. Right?
Okay. So, great painting there. That's wonderful.
So that actually is crooked. But this was actually a 50th birthday present from my mom to me.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, and we didn't have room for it in the house, and I my own. Then I thought, what a better place to have it than here.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great idea. And did she have someone local paint it, or?
She knows someone who knows the artist, and I can't remember the whole story, but she had seen it. And anyway, so she and my sister bought it for me for my 50th birthday.
Wow, that's wonderful. Yeah, a real treasure for
and
sure.
Especially because this year is my 40th year in the industry.
No way.
Yeah. Well,
you look far too young to be doing.
I started when I was 18. I'm 58 this year. Do math.
Okay. And you spent some time in Brazil as well.
I did, in my 20s. I lived down there, and I still stay in touch with friends.
And you were on some of your work was on the cover of different fashion magazines.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough that I happened to meet a really great group of people, and they allowed me. One guy, the photographer, his wife was the editor of Brazilian Vogue. So serendipitously, I just landed in that circle. And at that time, there weren't a lot of North Americans living down there. In fact, everyone wanted to leave. So I just was very lucky, and I worked really hard, but was very lucky. And it was also a novelty. Oh yeah, who's the English guy, right? Who's the guy who doesn't speak Portuguese? So, but by the end I was fluent, so and which also helps,
Right.
It helps to just be a little bit of an anomaly sometimes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Oh, that must have been a great experience.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
super fun. I went for 2 months and stayed for 2 years.
Oh, wow. Well, great. Yeah.
Here, let me show you through.
Yeah, let's continue our tour.
So this is our main reception area, and I always like one piece of furniture that's overscaled to a room. Like one big piece of furniture looks good, and this is, probably 7 feet long. And when we originally got it, it belonged to a friend who's an interior designer, and she had it as her reception desk. So she had it, actually, we had this cut down by 2. So it was even longer.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful salon. I love what you've done
Well, and we
with it.
tried to keep some of the old heritage stuff, so we still have like the old radiators. They're not functional, but it's nice to have them.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's still got that feel and the beautiful arch doorways.
That we kept. We had to take it all out because, for venting and that sort of stuff. But, it's like you want to keep some of that stuff because that's what it really had that. Now, it's bulkier than what they originally had.
Right.
But, yeah. And then this was a bedroom. And so we turned this into our shampoo area.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and in this, there was a window actually on this wall, but because of code, we had to close it in.
Okay.
So that's why the mirror went there, because you need to have like a
gorgeous mirror.
Room. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I won't go with you, but if you just go around the corner, I'll just actually turn the light on. And then this is our washroom change room.
Right.
When clients were still changing into gowns, which we aren't doing that right now.
Oh, you're not doing
No,
gowns.
it's strictly towels and capes.
Okay.
And a big reason is let's just minimize point of contact. It minimizes points of contact.
Right.
So our protocol is you come in the front door, the first thing you do is you go in the bathroom and you wash your hands, and we've got paper towel for you.
Right.
That's our protocol. And we do, I'm not wearing it right now with you, but if anyone is in here, everyone has to wear masks. So, I've got a number of these, just wear it. And, I understand that we have had some clients say, oh, I don't want to wear a mask, or it makes me feel uncomfortable. And it's like, well, you don't need to wear a mask, but if you want to get your hair done, you have to wear a mask.
Okay.
So there's this, and also for industry standard, we all got together before the government regulations came down. A whole number of us got together on Zoom calls so that we could have an industry standard. So that you're going to get exactly the same experience whether you come here, you go to Jerome, you go to Headcan, you go to Red Bloom, you go to the salon around it doesn't matter.
Right.
Right? It should be industry standard.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Which I feel is really important.
Well, I had my hair done here about 3 weeks ago, and I'm very high risk and very nervous about going anywhere. And I have to say, I was very pleased and really comfortable with all the protocols that you took, and very reassured.
Thank you. Well, we had a client in the other day, and she's an ER doc, and she was really nervous about coming in, and she said exactly what you just said. And one of my very first clients is she's a heart. She had open heart surgery a couple of years ago. Her husband's a retired microbiologist. She's got 2 children who are physicians, one of whom is an infectious disease specialist. So they were like, Mom, do you really need to get your hair done? I mean, she looked like a Q-tip. She needed to get her hair done, right?
Yeah.
It was like, but they read all of our protocols. She came in. She felt very comfortable. She sent a very nice email afterwards, and she see her kids as well.
Oh,
which
wonderful.
I thought was really nice.
Yeah.
Just so she felt really comfortable.
Yeah, that's a great endorsement to have.
And we took time when we were closed. We painted the walls. We repainted all the baseboards. We touched up all the banisters. Because not only does the salon have to be clean, it has to appear clean.
Right.
Right. There's optics as well. So if you come in somewhere that's been closed for 10 weeks and the baseboards all look like shit and they're all banged up, and the front door is it's like that doesn't inspire a lot of confidence.
No.
So you want to inspire confidence, even though you don't know that we painted the baseboards.
Right.
Right. But it's like it looks clean.
Yeah.
So therefore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. And I remember one thing too, that you only had one person in getting shampooed at a time, and I thought that was that was great as well.
What we have done is we actually have relaxed that a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But because everyone is wearing masks, the client is wearing a mask, the stylist is wearing a mask. We clean the sink between with a product called Preempt, which is antibacterial.
Okay.
Product. So every sink gets cleaned before and after you sit down.
Right.
So we started with one at a time, but as the salon's gotten busier and we've added a few more, we had a staff meeting and we said, I think we can do this. Yeah. Okay. As long as everyone understands protocol.
Right.
Your mask is on the entire time.
Yeah.
And
if you're both wearing a mask, if all four of you are wearing a mask.
Everyone's wearing a mask, right? I mean.
Yeah, and there's some distance between these two. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here, let me take you upstairs.
Okay.
So the original railing or the original stair was like that. It was
certainly
not the code.
Yeah.
So we had to put in a new one. How's that camera film of my ass? Does it look good?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah. Oh, and you've got a massage therapist here too.
We actually rent this room out, so if you can imagine, this was a bedroom. Someone would have, probably 3 kids lived in here.
Right.
So when we renoed, I mean, all the drywall's new, everything's new. So to maximize the space, we inserted that into the wall so that you have storage and you wouldn't take anything up.
Yeah.
But yeah, this actually would have been someone's bedroom.
Yeah, these old houses, it's amazing. And this is gorgeous up here and nice and cozy too.
Yeah, exactly, and perfect for a lash tech,
Yeah.
Because they just really require the bed.
Okay, yeah. So it's not a massage therapist anymore, it's a lash
She's a lash technician.
Oh, okay.
And Brandy actually, I sublease this room to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna. And these doors, these are original to the house.
Right.
These doors and these door frames are all original.
Yeah.
And then the other room is we have a facialist who works here.
Oh, wonderful.
And she does, it's all natural therapies that she works with.
Okay.
Yeah, her name's Erin Jensen, and her company is called Wild. I have to think about it. Something rose. I have to look it up now. Anyway, so Erin's here pretty much every day. What she's done again, because she's a facialist, she's just doing 2 clients a day now. But her facials are 2 hours at a time.
Oh, okay.
And you have to give yourself cleaning time in between.
Right.
So this room, this originally was the wall.
Okay.
And then, so we added it all so that, again, you don't need to have full height.
Right.
And at some point in time, this room could even become a hairstyling room because we do have plumbing. Right. We've got plumbing.
Yeah.
We've, we could put a chair in here.
Yeah. If you expanded,
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah. Gorgeous little room.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take you downstairs.
Okay. Got some gorgeous fixtures in here, like these mirrors and the chandelier is gorgeous.
That was a little DIY project actually.
Okay.
That got sprayed out. And clearly, a light bulb needs to be changed, but oh well.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then this was originally would have been the dining room,
Right.
right? So what we did here is, it's our empty reception room because we can't have people sitting in reception
Right.
anymore.
Yeah.
But we did try to maximize the space. So these are all IKEA cupboards actually. So it's all
Oh,
our
okay, all
storage.
storage.
Yeah, paper, coffee, tea. Well, we're not serving coffee or tea right
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
But
And you're not blowing hair.
yes, we are.
Oh, are you?
You know
Okay.
what? Your hair's been washed.
Yeah.
Soap and
Oh,
water.
I had my hair blow dried. What am I
Of course
talking
you do.
about?
Yeah. Well, one thing that we are asking clients not to wear gloves. Wash your hands instead.
Right.
Gloves, I think, are a false sense of security.
Yeah.
People walk around touching everything with their gloves.
Yeah.
And they're still touching their
it's
face.
cross
Yeah, exactly.
contamination.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So wash your hands.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? And we do have like wall hung sanitizers, which were impossible to get. And I ordered them before before we shut down. Didn't come, still haven't received them. But we have a client here who's, Sherry and her husband Mike, manages a number of properties. Sherry came in, we were talking about it, and she said, let me call Mike. Half an hour later, Mike was in with a screwdriver hanging up sanitizers
Oh,
at our
wonderful.
front door and at our color area and wouldn't take a penny.
Okay.
Do nice shit, guess what? Nice shit happens back.
Yeah, exactly,
You know?
exactly.
And then, so this is our main cutting area. So really the only thing that was custom made was this cutting station because to try and maximize space, okay, how can we work it so that, it's going to give you your maximum amount of space.
Right.
Right, and so sort of the idea behind it was I kind of wanted something sort of French feeling, a little
Yeah.
bit of Palm Beach maybe,
Yeah. It's very Swish.
yeah, it's very Swish, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, and again, this is vintage. This is like
Oh,
probably
okay.
from the 50s,
Right.
right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got that look.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah, yeah.
We've replaced the dryer, but the chair,
Yeah.
and it works, right?
Yeah.
The colors work and stuff.
Oh, very cool.
And these are IKEA, and then we just put different handles
Okay.
on them.
Sort of that high-low
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
concept.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
when you're working on a budget,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Exactly. No, you guys, you've done a beautiful job of it.
and then this is we like to call it our Harry Potter room, which is just all
Okay.
storage. But
Right.
you know what? When you've got a small space,
Yeah.
you need to maximize.
Yeah. Needs must.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. You need to
Yeah.
maximize. And then our color area.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay.
And everything here is, we recycle everything, and we work actually with a to-the-trade company called Green Circle. And Green Circle is to the beauty industry. And so everything gets recycled. All of the foils that come into your hair, they all get packed up, they get sent away. The foil is incinerated, which burns the hair color off. Hair color has a lot of phosphorus in it. Phosphorus is used in fertilizer. So that goes back to a fertilizer company, and then the foil can be recycled.
Okay. Great.
Even the hair is recycled. The hair actually goes to a women's prison in British Columbia. At least the last time, it goes to a women's prison, and they use it to make booms and mats, which they use for oil and chemical spills. Because hair is super absorbent.
Right.
And like when the BP oil spill happened, hair salons across North America were sending hair to the Gulf of Mexico, and they were making it into mats and booms because hair can absorb so much oil.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh.
so that's what they use that for. All the color tins are like if we have hair color, we scrape it off, we put it into a bag instead of it going into the water system,
Right.
right? Because the beauty industry is incredibly wasteful. It's incredibly wasteful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and that's unfortunate. And you know what? COVID is not going to help anybody.
Right.
There's so much. Masks, plastic bags.
Right.
Everything's become, and it's so the recycling is not happening the same way. So we work with this company called Green Circle, and they used to come in and collect everything. Now what they've changed their protocol, so we pack it up and courier company takes it away.
Right.
And I mean, it's a fee service. So what we do is we add a very nominal charge back to our clients, because I think once you explain what good this is doing,
right,
people don't mind.
Yeah.
And we structure it completely on, if you get a haircut, it's lower. If it's a cut and color, it's a certain figure. And if you get cut and highlights, it's the most, because you're using the most, using most color, the most foil, all of those things. And I think once you explain it to people, most people get it. It's like, oh, okay. And then what we can do, if there's a little extra left over, we can put in LED lights. We can, let's try and be
as environmentally conscious.
Let's try and be environmentally conscious in an industry that's not environmentally conscious.
No. Well, there's so many chemicals and, as you said, waste. Yeah.
There's a lot of waste in the industry. Yeah. But, it's been a good industry for me.
Yeah. No. Exactly. And so, let's talk about something a little more fun here. What's happening this year with hair trends and with colors and so on? What I know for every season there's usually a new
look
cut or a new look.
Well, it's been interesting with COVID. A lot of people are growing their gray out.
Oh,
right?
okay.
A lot of people are growing their gray out because all of a sudden they have 4 months to grow their hair. If one of Canada's national news anchors can grow her gray out on camera every night, people are growing that's one thing that's, and we've noticed, like a lot of people are like, maybe I'm just going to keep going.
Oh, okay.
They can always color it back.
Right. And do you help, because I know letting your gray go out can be...
there's all kinds of tips and tricks, and some people will, I might do, I'm helping a client grow her gray out, and she's quite blonde, so it's not that. But so I went in, I did a whole bunch of baby fine little baby lights, and toned them out silvery gray. So now she doesn't have that line anymore. Right. And she still is some blonde in there, and then we toned that. I put a toner on top of that blonde just to make it cooler, so the whole thing went a little cooler.
Right.
And also, you know what? You're going to see a lot of people with longer hair again because they haven't had their hair cut for 4 months, and especially on guys, I think a lot of guys look really good with slightly a little longer hair. Because for men, barbering has been such the trend. The trim beard, the super barber hair. Right. Well, some of these guys are letting their hair grow out, and it's like, hey, it's a good change.
Okay.
So that's sort of fun. There is always going to be trend.
Right.
But I think really, if you feel comfortable with it, and if it looks good on you, it doesn't, doesn't have, it's like, I have one client, she's 60, her hair is still to here, but it looks beautiful on her, and she's got beautiful hair, and it's a comfort zone for her. So, the one thing though I would say, especially, I personally, my clientele has matured with me, so, I would say a lot of my clients are in their 50s and or older. You do need to lighten your hair color up. Your skin color changes, right? So if you had hair, which as dark as mine, when you were 20, when you're 56, probably isn't going to look as good. Right. You do need to lighten it up, soften it up.
Yeah, it's too harsh.
It's too harsh. Yeah. You see these, old ladies walking around with this bottle black hair. It's like, shit, bitch, that is not growing out of your hair that color.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you need to, so those are like just some trends that I'm noticing with coming back to work.
Right.
And I think something else too is, because we've been going through this time, let's make stuff look as healthy as possible. So do those deep conditioners, do those masks, do those glosses, so that your hair so that your hair looks healthy. You know what? Look good, feel good.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Look good, feel good. If you feel better, and if you look at yourself, you'll probably. So I wouldn't say that there's this is the trend. Like everyone's getting this. Though you are saying, I would say you do see a lot of stuff that's trending now back to the 80s and 90s. You know, yeah,
Oh,
well,
dear.
well, you see a lot of haircuts where, you know, it's undercuts are back again with
Right.
I mean, when I started cutting hair, you know, undercuts were super popular, and now we're back.
Yeah.
You see lots of, you know, and you see women in their 70s with a you know, super short undercut and longer on the top.
Right.
So it's a modern, you know, it's a different way to reinterpret it. I mean, you're
Right.
not doing, you know, I know they keep saying that they're trying to bring perms back. They're trying to bring perms back. I'm not in a rush for perms to come back personally.
Right.
But
Yeah.
they're, but
I've never had a lot of luck with
Oh.
them. Yeah.
let me tell you, starting hairdressing in the 80s, you did a lot of perms,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've had lots, but never much luck with them. Well, thanks so much, David,
It's been
for
my
having
pleasure,
us.
Denise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and for giving us a tour of your beautiful salon, and I will see you here when I'm due for my next cut and
Excellent. And
color.
where can we look for our interview?
Yeah, and yeah, I'll let you know. And so great to see you.
Yes.
And I will talk to you soon.
Thanks, Denise. I've had a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah, thanks for having
Okay.
us. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.